1-year-old who is stubborn slash fights and screams if not getting her way. Discipline suggestions. 1-year-olds like to get their way. 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds, 35-year-olds like to get their way. It doesn't really stop, but what you can do along the same lines is the way that you react to it. And so what that looks like in my book is, if it's something where, if as a toddler, like, you can't do that. You can't run into the street. You can't play with the curling iron. You can't do those things. You start with listening to them, which doesn't mean necessarily they're saying anything. They're just screaming in your face and trying to grab what they want or get away from you. If you stop and you listen, and then you empathize and you say, I know that you really want the curling iron. You want to play with the curling iron. It looks like so much fun because we use it to curl our hair, and it looks like a lot of fun. But we can't because it's dangerous. But maybe instead you could do this. Give her something else. Distract her away. You don't have to try and discipline. There doesn't have to be a consequence for those things. They're just trying to figure out their world, and you're helping guide them in the right direction. It's much easier if you show them that you understand, wow, that looks like a lot of fun. I wish I could do that, than to just say, nope, 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 or go sit in timeout. You can't do that. If you explain to them how you understand and get what they're going through, then you will see much better results in terms of, oh, my dad gets this. He gets it, me. He understands what I'm going through, that I'm really frustrated. But obviously we can't do that in reality. That's dangerous or illegal or just not going to happen today. And so if you can show them that you understand. So this discipline strategy that I'm talking about is called LEAP, and it's an acronym that I use to remember like how to go through the process, because when you're in the moment, it's really hard to think through because you're trying to figure out what consequence to give them. And instead, if you just stop and think, okay, LEAP, listen, I hear what they're saying, I see what they're saying. A is, what is it? No, it's L-E, sorry, can't spell today. E is empathize. Show them that you understand their feelings. I hear you. You are frustrated. I see you. You are angry. I see you. You are sad. If you empathize, meaning you show them or tell them what emotion you think they're having, and you can take a little bit of their tone too. You can say, I see Gloria is sad. Like she will say, oh, I hear that. I hear the sadness in his voice. It sounds like me. He must understand me. People like to feel like the people that they're around understand them. This is true for toddlers and for adults. And then you can, so listen, E is empathize, A is acknowledge the problem. Oh, Gloria, I see that you're sad because you really want to play with the hot curling iron, but you can't do that. And there, so I've listened. I see that what she needs. I see why she's sad. She's empathize, acknowledge the problem. You're sad because, and then P would be, so LEAP. P would be propose a solution. It doesn't mean that you have to solve the problem for them, but it means you can propose a solution. Now, sometimes that just means protecting them from injuring themselves. Well, we can't touch that. How about we do this instead? And then we distract them away. So the solution that you're proposing is doing something else or shifting our focus to something else. You can use this for all ages. Oh, Harry, I know that you really want to pick a show because you told me that you really want to watch Rookie of the Year. And you were really excited to watch it, weren't you? Okay, so I listened, I empathized, and then I acknowledged the problem. You're really sad because you wanted to watch that show. Now, we have to get going. We got to go to the store. But what if we let Harry pick the music that we're going to listen to in the car? What if when we get home, Harry can pick the show? Things like that allow the child to have some sense of control and owning it and not just being a victim, because now I get to pick what we listen to in the car, or I know that when we get back from the store, I'm going to get to pick a show before dinner. You've listened, you've empathized, you've acknowledged the problem. You haven't said don't worry or stop crying or why aren't you more grateful or anything like that. Those things don't teach lessons. Timeouts when our emotions are high don't work. Instead, what you've done is you've listened to them, you've seen them, you've made them feel heard and understood, you've acknowledged what the problem is, however irrelevant or unrealistic or illogical the problem that they're experiencing is. You've done those things, and then you've proposed a solution. You've helped them to move forward. Sometimes there isn't a solution. Sometimes it's just something that we can't do, and you say, I'm really sorry, we can't do that. And then you just move forward from there. If they're having a massive tantrum, if they are just melting down, what I do, if the kid is just screaming on the ground in the exam room or in our kitchen or wherever, oh, I see that Gloria is really upset. She really wanted something and she didn't get it. I have no idea what it is that's got her so upset. And then they'll hear you and they'll say, oh, I kind of hear like somebody's talking like what I'm saying right now. They get it. And then you can just let them work through that. You don't have to solve every tantrum. You don't have to solve or stop every problem. They will fizzle out. If you ramp it up by saying, stop crying, don't be so mean, be more grateful, why are you being so naughty? Things like that just escalate it, just adds fuel to the fire. And so that's how I would approach those stubborn fights, screaming episodes, and tantrums. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, will you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos that I put out? And if you'd like to learn more or watch another video, you can click right over here to keep going. Have a good day. Keep up the good work.